So as you can see, this is my old setup with the e-coolant. I didn't really particularly like it, and I wanted to add more of the video card and another radiator. That was my 6870 that I have removed. Great video card. This is the new 7970, a reference card. That's me removing the cooler off the 7970. As you can see there, I cleaned off the chip, removed everything, put some thermal paste in the chip. There is the water block, the Komodo water block on top of it. That was my old system that I took apart, and this is the new system with the GPU and the distilled water. I did want to make a review of the Komodo 7970 water block because I couldn't find one on YouTube anywhere when I was looking at buying it. So I mean, and as you can see, it's a really heavy block. It's very nice. I love the color of it. It's very clean looking. It did come with the back plate, and it comes with the part that, you know, covers up the ports in the rear, so it takes up a single slot. That worked out really well. Also in the back corner where there was a tube plug into the fan on the existing cooler, or the stock cooler, you plug that into the block and it lights up the light on the side. Back there you can see where it lights right there, and you know, I love the cooler so far. I'm very, very happy. Over the overclock setting I had, my card was running at like 60 degrees, and with this cooler it was running at like 31, 32. So it made a huge difference when, you know, overclocking it. There you can see my setup again. There's the light that's lit up. It works great. And there's my case now. I really like it. I was trying to get a clean, like, you know, whitish, more white than anything. There's another night shot, or a dark shot. You can see the condensation buildup. Yeah, I mean, I'm really, really happy with the Corsair 600T. That was the Swiftech dual bay reservoir. Just another shot. You know, it's pretty much done now. I got the NZXT lighting going around. That's the stock Corsair fan in front of the 200mm radiator. You can see in the bottom right there. And then just more photos of the GPU and the new radiator you could see. This is when this is like the second time I turned on it. Turned on the pump like 2 seconds prior to this. And I did want to go with distilled water because, you know, I spent so much money. This is distilled water I went with. It was just smart water. I'm not sure. It says electrolytes for, you know, use in there, and I'm not sure if that's going to affect it. I don't think it will. Just in case, I do have a kill coil to kill any algae in the system. I've had it up and running for a couple days now, and it's pretty good. You can see when I turn it on, some of the bubbles are still coming out. I wanted to show the flow of the bubbles. At this point, I did get a lot of them out, but it seems like there's a lot more still left. These radiators keep a lot of bubbles, and to tell you the truth, it's been several days now, and I still have some bubbles coming out every now and then. You can hear them going through. And I know it was the radiators because if you look at the GPU block, the CPU block, you know, that's fine. The RAM block is fine, which the RAM block is pretty much static. That before was the new pump that I had. That's was 1500 liters per hour pump, and what a difference that thing made, because the old pump was like 750 liters per hour, and I have my CPU overclocked at 4.1 gigahertz, and that lowered the temperatures about, you know, like 20 degrees. So it made a drastic difference. As you can see, there's no bubbles in the blocks, so it was really just from the radiators, which is normal. You know, so I got the 240 on the top and the 200mm in the front. There you can see the reservoir, and I mean, it's pretty clean cut. I did spend quite a bit of money on all this. The compression fittings are actually a hell of a lot more expensive than I thought they would originally be. They're about $7 each fitting. You know, each block or radiator requires 2 footings. You can see my cat there. My 800 watt power supply, the gold one, which I love so far. That hasn't given me any problems whatsoever. You know, and this is just a clear tubing. All I did was I used Lowe's tubing, 3/8 inch diameter, 1/2 inch outer diameter. You can see the water flowing around. This is a tip if you're doing it. You bridge the green wire to any one of the black wires, and then this way you could turn on the power supply without turning on your motherboard. This way it prevents any risk of you frying your motherboard or your graphics card or anything like that if there is a leak. I really clamped down on these compression fittings to make sure. That's the kill coil. It's like 0.99999% silver. It's supposed to prevent any algae growth within the system in the future. The coolant that I had prior to that, it did that automatically, but I didn't want to be clogs or build up into my system, so that's why I went with the distilled water, and I got the kill coil. I think it was like $7 from FrozenCPU.com, which is a great website. If I had to do it all over again, I probably would have just ordered everything from there. I tried breaking it and buying cheaper here and there. I was worried about the kill coil being sucked through that tube because it does look similar sizes, but you'll see once I put the kill coil in, it just sinks to the bottom and it's not going anywhere. So that wasn't an issue. Yeah, you can see right there it doesn't move anywhere, so that was no big deal. And I mean, overall I'm very, very happy with my build. I think it came out very, very nice. There's my NZXT card reader with the perforated front. I love that. I think it matches really well. Yeah, I mean, I'm very, very happy with the case so far. My temperatures are running great. Like I said, I have overclocked RAM, CPU, and GPU. There's just me pouring in distilled water. They said to use a funnel, but I like to live on the dangerous side and not use a funnel. And there you just see my Blu-ray display, the LG. That's a really good one, by the way. I like how it has the light scribe on it. And you know, for what it's worth, yeah, the whole case, everything overall, I'm very, very pleased. I saw lots of reviews online about these cases, and I didn't really see this though, this type of setup. That was the coolant that I had before. I mean, it was cool, but like I said, I didn't want to risk any buildup, and I certainly didn't want to have to take apart blocks in the future and clean them out and do all that. So, and then distilled water, I got 4 bottles of distilled water for like $4, so it wasn't bad at all. So yeah, you know, if you have any questions, leave me any comments, or you know, just let me know what you think.